Hey guys, how's everything going? This is JSer, who is not good at algorithms. I'm recording this video to prepare my interview next month. In this video, I'm going to take a look at 670 maximum swap given a non-negative integer. Non-negative integer. I could swap two digits at most once, or not swap at all, right? To get the maximum valued number. Return the maximum valued number I could get. Well, suppose like 2736. Of course, we could move the biggest one to the left, right? Swap it and 7236. Because after the swapping, the digit's length won't change. Of course, we should move the larger one to the front. For 9973, so the biggest one, this is already in descending order. We could not move, right? So this is already the biggest one. So actually, from these two examples, we could conclude something, which means what we need to do is just swap the largest one to the left, right? If the largest one is already at the left, then there's nothing to do, right? Yeah, suppose like for example 2736, we could just swap 7 to 2, right? What if there is a like 7 to, line 2736? Well, the biggest one is 9. It's at the beginning. And the second biggest one is 7. Of course, we should move 7, swap 7 with 2, right? So take a look at the 9973. This is the already in descending order. We could not do any swapping to make it bigger. This reminds us, if you want to do some swapping to make it bigger, there must be some ascending slope, right? No matter where it is, it must be at some point it is smaller. There will be some bigger numbers to the right, right? So if we think of a line graph, it will be like descending, and then ascending. If there is no this kind of ascending, then there will be this will be a whole descending number, and it will be the biggest. So what we're gonna do is actually find the leftmost ascending point, like this 3, find this point, and then search the biggest one, right, to the right. Like biggest one is 7. Because if the biggest one than 3, the letters to the left are all bigger than 3, but it is already in descending order. We cannot touch them. What we need to do is swapping something smaller than the right and swapping them, right? Something at the left, but it's smaller than something at the right. So we choose the biggest one that from the right, from these 3, which means the first ascending point, a turning point, and then search on the left from the left to right and find the first number which is smaller than its maximum, and then we can do the swap, and it should be the biggest one, right? So let's try to confirm this assumption once more. Suppose our assumption is not right, then there must be some bigger numbers which bigger than 7 swap to this position, right? Because already choose the number which is just smaller than 7, then the left numbers to the left could not be swapped with the 7. And if the 7 is bigger than 7, is not the biggest one, it must be on the left, but it's ascending, so it could not be used to swap. Cool. So I think our assumption is right. So from left to right, find the first ascending turning point. From descending to ascending. and set at I, and find the maximum from I, and find the first number smaller than maximum through j equals 0 to I, right? Yeah, so let's do it. Let the maximum is null. Okay, infinity. Okay, so for let we find the ascending point, the ascending point, so the I must stop at I minus the last digit, so last one. So number is integer. Let's transform it to string. If let turning point equals null. If we find str I is smaller than str I plus 1, then we find it, right? We find the turning point. So turning point equals I, and we break. Find the turning point, and then find the maximum from to the right. So for let I equals turning point, okay, let max equals index to the right equals null. I think it should be actually turning point plus 1. Yeah, and we start with turning point plus if we could, because we stop at this index, so we could start at maximum turning point plus 2, right? I smaller than str.length I plus plus, and if str I is bigger than str if they are the same, we should swap the first one, right? Yeah. So we if it is bigger than this one, this should be I, and then we find the maximum, right? And then find the first number smaller than maximum. For let I equal 0, I smaller or equal to turning point, I plus plus. Okay, we actually, if this turning point does not exist, we just return the number, right? And then go to this turning point, and if str I is smaller than str max index to the right, If we find the first one, we break, and we do the swap. So the swap means str maximum. We swap it. And then, or finally, oh, my bad, we should split. We split and we into array, and then we return join them up and the number. Or I can use parse. Let's review one more time before we submit. For 2763, okay, we found the turning point at I, which is I smaller than it, so the turning point is 3. And then we will start with the maximum point is 30 to 6. Let's start with the I, which is bigger than, yeah, so this will be skipped. And then searching from left to right, we will find the first one, which is, oh no, wait a minute. So this first, okay, the first turning point actually is 0. Oh, good. Turning point. And then find the maximum would be actually be itself. Be 7, right? These are 3, 7, which will not match this condition. Okay, and then we've searched from 0 to 0, and if 0 is smaller than, find the first one is smaller than 7. Found it. I have a question. What if we have 922,736? In this case, actually, we found the turning point as 2, but we will swap 7 to these first 2 because we're searching from left to right. Yeah, so it's no problem. So I think this should work. Yeah. Come on, baby. No, we are wrong. What's the cause here? We swap at most once, right? Huh? So for 1993, for our solution, we swap the first 9 to the first, and it will gonna be like this. But actually, we could swap the second 9 to it. It will be bigger. Yeah. So the problem becomes, yeah, the maximum, if it is bigger than it, we update it. But actually, if it is smaller than it, equal to it, we still should update it. Yeah, this 9 will be better than this change, because this is already the maximum, right? If you swap something 1 to this one, that means one smaller than this one. Oh yeah, is this right? Cool. Okay, so actually we're accepted, but not bad. This is really tricky. So guys, please pay more attention. Let's try to analyze the time and space complexity. For time, this is 1 round, and then this actually plus this will be linear time, and then this will be linear time. Yeah, so linear time. Space, we actually use array to keep track of all the strings. Yeah, so it's linear time, linear space. Okay, so that's all for this problem. Hope it helps. See you next time. Bye bye.